Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Technologist Dr. Firdaus Sufahani, and I'm the Head Department of the Student Talent Empowerment Student Development Center. First of all, I would like to say congratulations and welcome to University Tony Saon, Malaysia. I bet you're going to have splendid time while continuing your study here. So today I'm going to give a talk about talent versus skills. I know you guys got a lot of talents and can't wait to excel with it. Hopefully you enjoy the talk and help to enhance your talent and also your skills. Thank you. So before I start with the talk, I would like to introduce the Student Development Center, or we call it as Pusat Pembangunan Pelajar, PBP. I can say that every one of you going to deal with PBP in the future because we handle most of the activities in the university. As you can see, in PBP, we have three different departments. The first one is the Student Talent Empowerment. Secondly, we have the Student Volunteerism. And the last one is the Student Innovation and Competency. These three different departments are led by the director, which is Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Arif Agam. Technologist Dr. Khalid Issa is the Head Department of the Student Volunteerism, and Dr. Imidia Munawati Samsudin is the Head Department of the Student Innovation and Competency. We guide students with their projects such as volunteerism, debate and public speaking, leadership, ethics, creative media, innovation and competency. The function of PBP is to plan, facilitate, monitor, record, and report on student development program organized or participated by UTHM students with the aim of adding value to students toward increasing the marketability of students. Planning, monitoring, recording, and reporting is specialized in these three areas. The first one is value and volunteerism. Second one is talent empowerment. And the last one, innovation and competence. For your information, PBP is located at the main UTHM campus and next to the Pusat Kesihatan University. One of the main programs under PBP is Hussein Global. Hussein Global deals with a lot of activities such as global leadership, creativity and innovation, cultural and arts, sports and entrepreneurships. There are two objectives under Hussein Global, which are: first, empowering the talent of UTHM students in the track of global leadership, creativity and innovations, arts and culture, sport and entrepreneurship. Second, raise the name of UTHM at the international and national level through excellent achievements. Students can follow our updates and activities through 4 different platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. You can also contact us through these platforms. We are in the process of developing our own website so that it will be easier for the students to keep up with the updates, register for any activities or program, or ask us for any inquiries. Now let us have a look on some of the activities that are being organized or promoted by PBP. It caters all the activities conducted inside the universities and also other places as well. Alright then, we are done with the introduction of PBP. Now let us start with our talk for today, which is talent versus skills. Before that, let us start with 2 simple videos in order to give you some ideas regarding our talk today. Hopefully you enjoy it.
The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working.
There's no easy way around it. No matter how talented you are, your talent is going to fail you if you're not skilled. You know, if you don't study, if you don't work really hard and dedicate yourself to being better every single day, you'll never be able to communicate with people, with your artistry, the way that you want. So
The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's two things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die.
There are those of you right now, your life is not where you want to be. Like, your life, you messed up. Or you're doing good, but you can't find a way to get to great. Just because you failed doesn't make you a failure.
One of the things you gotta understand, my friend, is that you're supposed to fail. You're supposed to fucking fail, because failure is the stepping stone to success. It's not just cliche.
I don't care how good you are, I don't care how talented you are, I don't care how much you work on yourself. There are some times when things aren't going to go right. They just are not going to go right. There are times when anything that can happen will happen.
You must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You've got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen.
It's your dream. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind.
I dare you not to go back to sleep. I dare you to get up, and I dare you to chase your dreams. It's possible you can win. Whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Don't try and duck it like most people do. Step toward it. You want to make your dream come true, you got to stay focused. Some people rather get even than get ahead. Stay focused on where you want to go. Where are you going with your life?
I'm not afraid to take a stand, everybody.
Talent is a natural aptitude to accomplish something. Back in high school, I realized I could run farther and faster than most of my teammates in track. But there was a boy named Chad that regularly missed workouts and had a bad attitude about team practice when he did show up. But Chad killed it on the race day, leaving all of us in his dust. I think he ran a 4-minute, 41-second mile in high school. He was that good. He had a natural aptitude. Skill is the learned ability to accomplish something. While Chad would easily win all races without consistently training, I would come in 3rd or 4th place only because I train hard every day. I put in the time, develop the skill. The point is that you can build a skill regardless of your talent. I ran a 4-minute, 52-second mile in high school. I was a full 11 seconds slower than Chad in the mile race. I was good, but not great. I had some talent, but more so, I put in the time and worked hard. While Chad gave up on his running after high school because it wasn't challenging for him, or he didn't enjoy it, or he didn't get fulfillment from it, whatever the reason, I continued to train through college and eventually joined the GE national track team. 6 years later, after graduating from high school, I ran a 4-minute, 41-second mile. It was the same time that Chad ran back in high school. Some people are born with talent that gives them the ability to run fast without training hard, or pick great brandable domain names without doing any research, or have the vision to see that domain names would have value before other investors. But being jealous of other people's talents is not productive. What is productive is learning, practicing, honing your skill. Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, a person with a ton of natural talent, worked harder than everyone else. He showed up for practice at 5 a.m. and was up in a full sweat before his teammates even showed up for practice. He stayed later than everyone else, often past 7 p.m., and he wouldn't leave the court without throwing at least 400 practice shots. Frank Schilling spent his early investing days all day long in front of his computer, looking at expired domains, registering domain names, understanding how traffic leads to inquiries, which leads to sales. Like Kobe, Frank put in the time on top of his natural talent and became one of the best in the world at domain name investing. The best players in any professional sport or any business area show up early, work smarter and harder than others, and stay later. They practice, practice, practice. When you accomplish something, it always looks easy to someone who only sees what you've achieved. They don't know if you accomplished it through innate talent or acquired skill. But it really doesn't matter. It's the accomplishment that matters. So what are you doing to become the best domain name investor you can? What are you doing to learn, practice, and increase your skills? Some people are born with money, family connections, and talent. Others have to work hard for all three things. I can assure you that those who had to work hard, regardless of what was given to them, achieve more and appreciate it more than those who don't.
Hi everyone, hopefully the video gives you some hint about talent and skills. Perhaps some of you guys have different opinion or perception on our topic today. Now, the real question is that, what is talent actually? Is it something natural or you can buy or learn from someone or somewhere? Some people still struggle to understand it. Kapila Vishnu stated that talent is something that one is born with. It is your natural ability to do something without really thinking about it. For example, you may have no experience in playing tennis, but if you have talent, you may have no problem keeping the ball in play. You are a natural on the tennis court. Now, in another hand, Surbi S claims that the talent is an inborn ability or natural aptitude of a person which is often hidden and needs recognition. It means that being good in a certain activities without actually learning or acquiring it. And lastly, Robert Glazer said that talent is something you are born with. For example, being fast, extroverted, great hand-eye coordination, and amazing voice. From Oxford Dictionary, it says that talent is a natural ability to do something well. A talent contest or competition in which people perform to show how well they can sing or dance, for example. Now, for better understanding, talent is a special ability to do something possessed by a person naturally. It is something which you do the best without putting extra effort into it. Talent is an inborn quality within the person. It is often hidden and raw, which needs recognition at the right time. It can be improved over time if efforts are made in the right directions. Every one of us is born with a special quality that is talent. Not only in the field of study, a person may possess talent in dancing, singing, cooking, gaming, acting, swimming, counseling, influencing, painting, and etc. If you set a kid free and alone, he will engage in the activity he likes the most or he is best in. It often happens with many people that their talent remain unspotted because of lack of proper guidance, support, and opportunity to showcase it. Okay, done with talent. But what about skills? Is it the same as talent? Am I confused right now? Now let us see what is skills actually from the view of the same person that discussed about talent earlier. Kapila Vishnu stated that skills, on the other hand, is something that you acquire after putting in a lot of hard work. Unlike talent, it is not inborn but learned. Not everyone is talented, but if you make the effort, you can learn a new skills. In another hand, Subhi S claims that Skill is a learned ability and it can be developed in someone if he or she put his time and effort in it. The efforts need to be voluntary, systematic, and sustained to acquire a skills and satisfactorily undertake various tasks and activities. And lastly, Robert Glazer said that skill is something that can be taught, for example, the law, customer service, and how to code. From Oxford Dictionary, skills is the ability to do something well. Again, for better understanding, skills refer to an ability or an expertise in performing a task obtained by a person through systematic learning, practice, or experience. It is outcome of the continuous effort and improvement made to gain proficiency. Skills enable you to perform a task efficiently. As there is no criteria for acquiring skills, it can be practiced by any person, but it requires a lot of hard work, time, and other resources of the person to develop it. It can be general or specific. General skills refer to the skills which are commonly acquired by the people like leadership skills, teamwork, and so on. On the other hand, specific skills are those which are related to performing a particular task or job. Good, we have a clear cut what is talent and skills. But what is the real difference between these two? In order to compare talent and skill, we will consider the basic terms such as meaning, nature, possession, require, guidance, considerate, expect, and example. For talent, it defines as innate the ability to do something, natural acquired, possessed by a few people, required recognition and coaching, considered as natural skills and natural aspect. The example of talent is singing. While for skills, it defines as learning ability to do something, taught in academic institution, possessed by many people, required development and training, considered as demonstrated talent and nurtured aspect. The example of skills is computer programming. Well, I don't have the talent of singing, but I do have the talent of lead singing and snoring during my sleep. Now, for better understanding, these are the list of core differences between talent and skills. Talent refers to a natural ability a person is born with, whereas skills refer to competency, learned and perfected. Talent tends to be hidden, while skill is demonstrated. Talent requires coaching, while skills require training. Talent is considered as natural skills, whereas skills is a demonstrated talent. Talent requires recognition, while skills require development. Talent is possessed by few people, whereas skills by many people. Example of talent is singing, whereas skills is computer programming. Good, we have learned what is talent and what is skills and the differences between these two terms. But some people might ask, is it okay to have talent without skills? Can talent stand alone without skills? Or they need each other as a close friend, just like SpongeBob and Patrick? So what is your answer? I bet every one of you have different answers and opinion. For me, talent and skill should come together, and talent alone is not enough. Many talented people don't fulfill their potential for a whole variety of reasons, such as lack of ambition, distraction, lack of confidence, poor support around them, or lack of opportunity. Those who do reach their potential think and do things that help them to grow and get better. Now, for better view, let me ask my close friend and see what is he going to answer for the question. Well, we used to play Chongkak together during our childhood. What a memory. I kinda miss him though. My brother, the floor is yours.
Since day one, I'm always have an ethic to be the best, to train hard, to listen to all the players, the experienced players. I was feeling from the beginning that I was different than the other ones. I was more special. I was a special kid. Without sacrifice, we cannot win nothing. So I did an unbelievable sacrifice. My family too. What I am today is started from that moment.
Can you believe the genius of
All my life, what I did and what I do, it's because I have passion for it. It's my strongest point, it's my mind. The numbers they don't lie. If you see during the last 15 years, my level is always kind of the same. Effort, dedication, work hard, because the talent is not enough anymore.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo with a chance maybe to steal it, and he has taken it.
This is for my colleagues, my coach, the Portugal, for the fans, for the immigrants. I'm so happy. It's moments that I cannot describe. Something unbelievable in my career. You have to work. I try to do it almost every day. It's not by coincidence. It's because I do it extra outside the pitch. My obsession to win, to have success. I work for that. Talent is not enough. I dedicate myself so much that this is part of me. Records is part of me. I don't follow the record. The records follow me.
What a goal! Bahagian has absolutely no chance. Settles, shoots, scores!
I love to do this job. I love football. This is my passion.
Thank you so much, bro, for the answer. Call me when you're free, bro. Let us lepak mamak together. But still, which one is most important? Is it talent or skills? Again, what is your answer? Is it talent? Or is it skills? Or both? Well, natural talent is far more important than skills and qualification in determining success. But talent gives you a head start, but hard work makes you finish the race. Therefore, if talent and hard work go in hand, it provides better result. If you are lucky to be born with a brain capable of potential genius, you cannot become a true genius without motivation. Talent is born, not made. When talent and hard work resemble, miracle will happen. Acquiring right talent to business is the most important to achieve growth, organizational efficiency, and goals. Talent of each individual determines what he or she can do, and his or her attitude determines how well he or she can do. Let me ask my close friend once again. Hopefully he can help us with the question.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another 2-Minute Tuesday. So in this video, I want to talk about what Cristiano Ronaldo says right here.
Hard work or talent?
Talent. If you don't have talent, forget it. The talent is the main word. If you don't have talent, you can work whatever you want. You're never gonna be a great player.
Now, you also have athletes like Conor McGregor, Kobe Bryant, who are the complete opposite side of the spectrum in this debate between talent versus hard work.
There's no talent here. This is hard work. This is an obsession. Talent does not exist. You could be anyone if you put in the time. I am not talented. I am obsessed.
So what is my personal opinion on this topic? Well, let's put the time on the screen and let's get started. First off, Cristiano Ronaldo has expressed that you won't get anywhere with your talent if you don't put in the hard work. So I don't think that he's discrediting all the time and effort that he's put in order to get to where he is today. I'm 100% confident that he knows he wouldn't be one of the best players in the world without all this hard work that he's put in before training, during training, after training, outside of training, all this hard work. I think that he's saying that you can't just take the average Joe off the street, have them put in the same time and effort into training, which most people can't even pull off anyway because they don't have the same work ethic that he does. And even if they do, they wouldn't be able to reach his level even with the same amount of hours put in. And honestly, I would agree with that. I really believe so much more goes into becoming one of the best players in the world than just your hours of training or your effort or your work ethic or whatever. There are so many more variables as to why Cristiano Ronaldo is at where he's at right now. Even for me, I truly believe that even if I were to put in the same amount of hours, the same training, the same coaching, all that Cristiano Ronaldo had and did, I probably still wouldn't be at Cristiano Ronaldo's level. I think that quote that he said in the Free Kickers video was about that topic, that he just just has something more, and I agree with that. However, I do disagree with some stuff, and mainly it's the interpretation of that stuff. I think that that quote or that video is being interpreted that hard work really doesn't play that much into whether you become a great professional soccer player. If this were true, then Cristiano Ronaldo wouldn't show up 2 hours early to training to do plyometric and strength training, do the entire actual team training, and then stay 2 hours after to work on individual skills such as dribbling and shooting. That hard work is the reason he became a professional soccer player, and I believe the stuff that you can't quantify, the extra thing that Cristiano Ronaldo has, is the reason why he's top 1 or top 2 players in the entire world. It's the same reason why Kobe Bryant wakes up at like 3 a.m. to go to the gym before an 8 a.m. training and spends 5 hours to work on conditioning and getting 1,000 shots before every single training. It's the same reason why you can predict a violinist's success based on the number of hours they put in. So it's clear that this deliberate training and hard work is directly related to how successful you're gonna be. I really think, even for myself, that I'm a prime example of zero natural talent. Now, I might have a genetic predisposition to be athletic, but I don't know how much of that is actually towards my genes or how much of that is towards just me being a toddler running around and playing all the time when I was little. But I grew up in a basketball family. My family and I didn't know what the World Cup was until I was 14. It took me 10 long years of training before I could really kick a ball with power and lace a ball off the ground. I was made fun of when I was little because I had no natural ability at soccer. I just worked 10 times harder than all of my peers and everybody around me. And because of that, I played D1 college soccer and now 2nd division professionally in the US. Now, maybe if I had this talent that Cristiano Ronaldo was talking about, I could be in the MLS or I could be in Europe, but I came from zero natural talent and I still made it to the professional level. So I see where Cristiano Ronaldo is coming from, definitely, and I do agree to some extent, but if you have the spectrum of hard work versus talent, I'm definitely leaning over way more to the hard work side. And I believe if you put in this hard work, you really are going to achieve your goals. That's honestly what I truly believe. And I still believe that Cristiano's success mainly lies in his absolute insane work ethic. So that's the video, and I don't want you to think that I'm bashing Cristiano Ronaldo at all. He has been and is right now one of my heroes, and I completely respect and admire him. This is just a healthy debate and something I wanted to talk about and bring up, and these are just my opinions. But that's the video, so if you liked it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I don't even want to look at the time. I'm over it, huh? I'm definitely over it. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Thank you once again, bro, for the answer. Now it's clear enough that talent and skills complement each other. Both are important. But how about people who don't have talent? What should they do? Well, you don't have to worry about it. Just chill and relax. Actually, there are 11 ways to succeed with zero talent. First, believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you can turn every adversity into ambition, and every ambition into success. When you believe in yourself and all of who you are, something inside is telling you that you are greater than any obstacles, and if you need to, you will fight like hell to succeed. Psychologists for years have been telling us that we are each architect of our own reality, and they are absolutely right. When we think we can, we actually can. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, talent or no talent. Second, have a positive attitude. When you have a positive attitude, you can see the bright side of things and you look for the silver lining. That makes it easier to think of things that are going right instead of things that are going wrong. Optimism sees opportunity and possibility in everything that happens, positive or negative. When you look for the good in every situation and in every person, everything seems to carry a valuable lesson. You'll never experience setback, just new learning experience. Third, respect time. How we choose to spend our time define and differentiate us as individuals. Time is indeed a precious and finite commodity that those who respect it know how to use it wisely to achieve the greatest results. Time can be wasted, invested, and respected. It doesn't matter what your title is, your position, your role, what company you work for, where you went to school, or what continent you live on. You have 24 hours in a day, 1,440 minutes, 68,400 seconds, the same as everyone. How are you spending yours? If you want to do more, make more, grow more, serve more, influence more, or significantly change the level of your impact in any area, you simply must respect time. Fourth, tap into passion. Passion is the fuel that ignites dreams to become realities. It's the difference between having a job you like and having a career that's successful. Connecting with your patient is one of the most powerful engines of success. When you do something you love, you will always succeed. Fifth, do what's right even when it's not easy. We can always choose how we act and how we behave. We can always choose right over wrong. Doing what's right is not always the popular thing, which is why it's critical to ground yourself in deeply held value. Knowing what you stand for is uniquely powerful fuel for success, especially when the going gets tough. You'll be tempted to take the easy route, but if you're driven by doing what is right, it's easy to resist. 6. Take control. Many things are out of control, but there are always something that you can control. Let go of things that are out of your hand and take control where you can. You can do this by educating yourself so that you have all the information you need to always make an informed decision and take purposeful action. Decision and action are essential to success achievement, but only if they are not wasted trying to control the uncontrollable. 7. Be prepared. There's an old saying, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Being prepared allows for those unexpected moments to be less unexpected, and it keeps you accountable. When you always come prepared, you don't allow the unexpected to stop you, because you are always thinking and moving ahead. The ones who succeed are the ones who are ready when opportunity comes. 8. Be kind. Kindness has vast potential. One kind word can change someone's entire life. Kindness, appreciation, and acknowledgement cost nothing and mean all the world. Give without expecting anything in return, and your kindness and character will serve as your most valuable wealth. 9. Do your best. Doing your best is more important than being the best, especially when you're starting something new or making a big change. You need to bring your best effort and persistence and determination. If you allow fear, doubt, and worry to be present, they will only slow you down. But if you focus on doing your best, you won't have time to worry about failure. As they say, what you plan now, you will harvest later. 10. Go the extra mile. An important principle of success in all walks of life and in all occupations is willingness to go the extra mile. That means giving more and better service than people expect, going beyond the expected. It takes character, but it doesn't take talent. It requires that you give of yourself in a way that most people aren't willing to do. It builds sound character, leads to a better service orientation, and develops the important quality of personal initiative, each of which is essential for success. And lastly, 11. Help others. Helping others should be a natural extension of what you do, but it doesn't come as easily as it should. Too often, the trend in our society is for people to be separated from each other, making it easy to get too caught up in our own problem to give people the help that they need. But when we choose to help someone out, we make our own life more meaningful. Zig Ziglar once said that you can't get everything in life you want if you will just help other people get what they want. If I still want to discover my talent, is there a way to do it? The answer is yes, but how? In order to do that, let us listen to this expert, Mr. Dan Lok.
When someone tells me, I don't think I have any special talents, and I say I don't believe that. I believe you are born with greatness. I believe that you have unique talent within you. I believe every one of us is born with a reason, that you could bring something unique to the world that no one else could do. You just have to find it. You have to nurture it. You have to grow it. Sometimes I see my fans posting in the comment and they say, Dan, I want to be just like you. And I always tell them, don't try to be like me. I never want you to be like me. I want you to be the best version of you. If I try to be Tony Robbins, if I try to be Brian Tracy, I would fail 100% of the time. But I could do a pretty damn good Dan Lok. So here are 7 questions that you could think about to identify and find your unique talent. 1. How did you like to spend your time as a child. So think back when you were growing up. What did you like to do? Right? You like to run around. What sports do you like to play? What activities do you like to engage in? There's a reason why you naturally gravitate towards certain activities and certain tasks and certain fun things. Think about that. Number 2, what are you passionate about as an adult? I remember when I first learned public speaking when I joined Toastmasters. At first, I was just learning it because I wanted to reduce my accent. I wanted to improve my English, my speaking skill, and develop a little bit of confidence. That was it. But as I learn more, as I observe more, as I watch other speakers, I developed a passion for it. That I found that, you know what, I could share my story, I could share my message, and that would bring me a lot of good emotions, a lot of good feelings. And I developed a passion for it over time, being able to speak, being able to train, being able to speak to a large groups of people. So that's how I discovered my passion. Number 3, what do people compliment you on the most? You see, sometimes we are good at something, we don't think about it. And in Toastmasters, one of the things that you get is feedback from your club members. And I remember that people would give me feedback on those forums and I would read them and they would say that, hey, Dan, you are a natural speaker. I'm like, natural? There's nothing natural about what I do at all. It's just hard work, right? And when I get enough compliments, when I get enough validations in some way, I recognize, you know what, maybe there is something special here that I could further develop. And that's how I got the idea. And number 4, what are you naturally good at? What are you naturally good at? Because sometimes we are good at something and that becomes unconscious competence that we believe and we think everybody is good at that. It's so easy for you, it must be easy for everybody. Well, that's simply not true. There's a reason why you're naturally good at it. Maybe it's your DNA, maybe it's the way you think about things, maybe the way you problem solve, right? You see things differently from most people. There could be your talent. Question number 5, what do you find easy that is hard for others? Ties into question number 4. So take some time to think about it. What do you find that is very easy for you, but very hard for others? Question number 6, what activities make you lose track of time? And no, it cannot be binge watching on Netflix or playing video games. That's not what I'm talking about. It has to be an activity that adds value to other people's lives. It has to be an activity that helps other people. It has to be an activity that solves problems for other people, because that's where your talent lies. And the last question, and the most important question of all, I believe, is who do you want to help? Who do you want to help? Who do you want to impact? If you've got nothing that you love as a child, and there's nothing that you feel passionate about as an adult, and no one compliments you on anything, and there's no activity that you engage in that makes you lose track of time, well, then we've got a problem. What it means is you have been conditioned to be average. You've been conditioned for mediocrity. You've been conditioned in such an environment that greatness is not cherished, it's not celebrated. And if that's the case, what do you do? I know that will be a question that a lot of my fans will ask. I want to give you one simple action that you could take, and that is to learn martial art. Through martial art, I learned about myself. As Bruce Lee said, all knowledge ultimately is self-knowledge. Through that, you learn discipline. Through martial art, you learn focus. Doesn't matter what martial art, I would suggest an Asian martial art because they teach you the philosophy as well as the fighting aspect of it. It teaches you about yourself. It is a very, very powerful self-discovery process beyond than just a form of exercise. And that's what I've learned, and that's what has helped me. And no one can help you if you don't help yourself. Live a life of abundance and adventure, or a life of maintenance. Your choice.
There are 10 different ways to identify your talent. Number 1, take a life assessment. To understand your potential in life, taking a life assessment will be effective. This free assessment helps you to understand your performance in different aspects of life and help you to identify the field of life that require more of your attention. Number 2, find what makes you feel strong. Notice when you feel your strongest and create more opportunity to feel that way. If you are naturally good with kids, see if you can volunteer time at an after-school program or babysit for a friend who needs a little help. Let your strength lead your schedules. Number 3, find what you spend the most money on. We often put our money where our mouth is when it comes to what we desire. You will discover what you value, and chances you have a knack for what you value. If you go back through your yearly spending and notice that your biggest expense is that group fitness class you love, use that as a sign of your athleticism. Number 4, ask your friend what your best and worst quality are. Use your friend perspective here to work what you like to do better. Are you compassionate but also a little bit on the chatty side? Use your compassion to slow down, breathe, and give others the right of conventional way. Number 5, ask your family what you love as a child. Take this recollection as a hint to get busy playing again. See how much of your childhood you can recreate in your adulthood by following your sense of play. Using your talents in recreation gives your brain a chance to play, making you more productive in every other area of your life. Number 6, write in a journal. Use your writing to look for hidden answers. What are you missing? What are you longing for? What opportunities do you wish would come true? Then use your journal to create a list of your strengths and a list of opportunities to set new goals that are aligned with those strengths. Number 7, look for talent in others. If you see talent in others and feel jealous, don't worry about it. We all do this. You can use this to your advantages as well. Ask this person to mentor you, give you advice, and simply chat over coffee. Reaching out and seeing talent in others will open up opportunities and connection while helping you define your own. Number 8, take stock of your books, music, and movie collection. Glance through all of your collection. What is the one resonating ideas? Dig further into this. Is there a convention, a class, a workshop you could take to use this talent? How can you connect with others who enjoy the same thing as you? All these avenues lead to connection and potential networking. Number 9, remember what you have been thanked for. When people thank us for something, they have been helped in some way. Notice what you are thankful for on the regular. Are you a good listener, a good teacher, or a good motivator? All of these things are talent even though they seem small. And lastly, number 10, be open to change. Being open to change means letting go of preconceived notions and honestly observing the world around you. This kind of openness leads you to discover new talent and help prepare you to tackle any challenge life throws yours away. Done with talent. How about skills? Is there a way to improve, sharpen, or master any of skills? The answer is yes. To answer that question, let us have a look on this video.
So a couple of weeks back, I interviewed a world-class circus performer, Lido Ditmar, for my new podcast, The Other Pill Podcast. Lido is a world-class juggler that still performs in the Cirque du Soleil, and he's one of 4 people in the entire world who have ever been able to juggle 11 rings at the same time. This is definitely someone who is at the top of their field for a particular skill, so I decided to spend a large portion of the interview trying to figure out exactly how he got that good. And today I'll be summing up what I learned to show you the secret to mastering any skill. Now, according to Lido, the secret all comes down to how you practice. If you think about it, most of us practice like this. We warm up for a little bit, then we run drills on something that we're familiar with to try to perfect it, and then at the very end of the session, or a little bit here and there, we'll try to do something new, something that's on the edge of what we're comfortable with, something that is outside of our comfort zone. So it's probably something like 10% warming up, then 70% practice and trying to perfect old stuff, and finally the last 20% is trying out new stuff that's beyond what you're comfortable with. I could definitely relate to this because I first got introduced to the world of dance all the way back in middle school, and I remember back then I would just practice the same 4 to 5 moves over and over again. I was obsessed with perfecting my footwork, so I ended up spending maybe 90% of my practice time throughout the next 3 years on just those couple of moves. And now that I'm thinking about it, this was probably the reason why I did not see much improvement in my abilities for the first couple of years. Now, according to Lido, the easiest way to start massively improving is by adopting a completely different way of practicing. He suggests warming up and quickly transitioning into the stuff that's past your limits, and then at the very end of your practice session, going back to the things that you want to perfect. So his formula looks something more like this: 10% warming up, 70% trying out something that is beyond your current capabilities, and then the last 20%, when you start to feel a bit tired, that's when you go back to the stuff that you want to perfect. When he revealed his unique way of practicing, I immediately thought of a kid who can't really swim being thrown into the deep end of the pool. So I'm going to call his method of practice deep end practice. And I can definitely attest to the efficiency of this form of practice, because when I finally got to college, I remember thinking to myself, damn, my footwork is pretty good, but I don't know what to do with the rest of my body. So I started placing limits on myself when I practiced. For example, I would tell myself, okay, I'm gonna dance to this song, but only with my arms or only with my head. And the moment I started practicing like this, the moment I spent the majority of my time on things that were outside of my comfort zone, that's when I started seeing rapid improvements. That's when I finally became a decent dancer. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, how can you perfect the old stuff if you're spending so much of the time on practicing new stuff? And that's a valid concern, but what's interesting is, according to Lido, if you spend time on things beyond your capabilities, you'll often notice a significant improvement when you go back to practicing the old stuff. For example, he discovered that trying to juggle 8 rings at the same time actually made him better at juggling 6 rings as compared to only practicing with just 6 rings. And the reason this happens is most likely because when you practice things outside of your comfort zone, you're actually learning new techniques that makes your overall skill better. You're also being forced to be more present when you're trying to push your limits, and this causes the quality of your practice sessions to be better, as you're putting in your entire 100% focus into the session. So to sum things up, if you want to become the best of the best, you should try deep end practice by spending the vast majority of your time on movements and techniques that are currently beyond what you are capable of. Spend time pushing your limit as compared to practicing the old stuff. Try it out and let me know what happens. And of course, since we're talking about skills, this episode is brought to you with the help of the guys over at Skillshare, which is an online learning community with thousands of classes, topics ranging from things like copywriting to animating. Speaking of animating, I know a lot of you have been asking about how we make these videos. If you want to learn exactly how some of our artists do this, all you got to do is check out Animation for Illustration by Libby Vanderplug on Skillshare. It's a beginner-friendly course that will introduce you to many of the things we use for our videos. Skillshare is giving away access to their premium membership to the first 1,000 people who click on the link in the description box below. After that, it's only $10 a month, which is incredibly affordable compared to what you would have to pay to learn these skills in an in-person class. So definitely check it out. Besides that, guys, stay tuned.
Okay then, done with all you need to know about talent and skills. Now you are ready to join any program or activities. Some of the students might ask, is there any program that suit his or her talent and skills? As I explained earlier, PBP is very passionate to bring all the activities to the student and expand their talent to a higher level. As you can see, there's a lot of activities that are being organized yearly, so don't worry, we'll try our best to help you. You might also ask how to join these programs. Well, it's easy. Just refer to our media platform and we will update all the potential activities that you can join. Now, let me share with you how I discover my talent. Since school, I'm trying my best to discover my talent. My father is a very active sportsman. He represents the states for golf, hockey, football, badminton and rugby. He's also good in 100-meter sprinting, high jump and long jump. I tried to follow his footsteps, but I guess I'm not that good. but that doesn't stop me to keep on trying. Then, during my university years, I tried something new, like new sports, new activities, and even joined several clubs. I managed to create new networking, made new friends, and new opportunities. I like research and innovation, but I don't know what to do and how to start. Right after I finished my PhD, I was offered by my supervisor to enter an innovation competition. It was the first time for me, so I did. I tried my best to explain my research, and guess what? I won my first gold award. From there, I realized that my talent is more on innovation and exhibition competition. From there, I've tried to polish my skills and gain knowledge as much as I can on how to impress judges and improve my research and innovation. I also help my students to compete in the innovation competition too. I've learned all the tips and secrets on how to present my innovation during the pandemic, and how to make an interesting slides and video instead of verbal presentation face to face and in front of the judges. I've taken a major decision to work out from my comfort zone, but still aiming the same goal, which is to win during the competition. So far, I have presented Malaysia for several times in an innovation competition. I've entered more than 40 competitions, won more than 20 Best and Special Awards, more than 60 Gold Awards, and etc. Guess what, everyone? The most interesting part is that I discovered my talent in innovation when I was 34 years old. Therefore, it's not too late to discover your own talent.
Who's this little one?
This is Honey.
Honey. Oh, is it your lucky charm?
I didn't tell anybody else was coming. So I kind of... Oh, no, she can keep a secret.
Good luck, we'll see you after.
See you after, thank you. Hello.
What's your name?
Anton Stevens.
Hi, Anton. Welcome to the X Factor.
Wow.
What age are you, Anton?
I'm 44. Actually, I'm 45.
45.
Is that your dog?
That's my dog, Honey.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you come on?
Honey.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh.
I love dogs.
Okay, Anton, it's a yes from me. Honey, you're through, by the way.
Bye, honey.
Okay, so why has it taken till now for you to come to the X Factor?
I have been a backing singer for a long time.
Anybody we would know?
I worked for anyone from Tina Turner to Alita Adams.
Oh, wow.
I never like talking about the people that I've worked with because it's not my work, it's their work, and I'm just there to be a part of their creation.
So why now do you feel like it's your time to step forward?
There comes a time when you just have to go, there's something that I've got to say, and maybe I can say that here.
I get that.
I hope it works out. Music and singing has been the only thing I've ever wanted to do. At the moment, I'm a backing vocalist. It's amazing, but the work's never really your own work. It's always been somebody else's.
Maybe where you're supposed to be.
I never thought I was good enough to be the #1 person. I wanted to be, but that takes courage, and I don't believe in myself enough.
Seems like you want to scream, but your voice is never too loud.
It's so important doing the X Factor because it's good to be able to come here, have an opportunity to truly change my life, if possible.
You gotta let it out.
It does mean a great deal. I'm just trying to do my best, and hopefully they'll see that I can be more than, maybe more than what even I think I can be.
Okay, Anton, right, what are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing I'm Changing.
Okay, good luck.
Look at me. Look at me. I am changing. Trying every way I can. I'm changing. I'll be better than I am. I'm trying to work it out and understand. But I need you. I need you. I need a hand. I'm changing. Seeing everything so clear. I'm changing. Yes. I'm gonna start right now. Right here. I'm hoping to work it out.
Oh my God, it's sensational.
All that I can, but I need you. I need a hand.
So powerful.
All my life, I've been a fool who says I can do it all alone. How many good friends have I already lost? How many dark nights have I known? Walking down the wrong road, there ain't nothing I could find. All those years of darkness, it can make a person blind. But now I'm changing, seeing everything so clear. I'm changing, yeah.
Oh my God, look at that ovation.
Okay, thank you very much. Rita.
I wish that I saw what you just saw when you sang that song. Because up on that stage, it was your world, man. No one else's. And I'm very, very happy to be a part of it.
Nick.
Anton, wow, that is quite the voice you have got on you there. You had everyone in the palm of your hand then. Vocally, Anton, that was incredible. Really, really was.
You know what it is for me, Anton? As soon as we started talking to you, you were saying the right things. You were such a likable, sincere person. There was no arrogance, there was no bitterness. And you've took this initiative to make your own decision. And you nailed that performance, and they loved it as much as I did.
Anton, the reason we never put an age limit on this show was so that we could find people like you. And I really genuinely mean that. And for whatever reason, you haven't been given a break. There's no question of doubt you have the likability factor. People like you and will like you. Now we have to vote. Let's start with Nick.
Anton, of course, yes.
Rita.
Yes. You should be proud of yourself for today's audition, yes.
You know what, Anton? You got 4 yeses. And he likes dogs.
And he likes dogs.
He's amazing. I love him.
That was an incredible performance, mate. Absolutely well done and congratulations.
I think this is the best overs you've had.
The over category just got very interesting.
I'm not used to being the person in the back. So to have comments like that was just amazing. I hope I can live up to them.
Thank you so much for your attention. Hopefully this talk will help you to discover your talent and polish up your skills. I wish to ask for your help to answer a short survey through the QR code so that we can help you with your talent and improve our student center. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.